Hey guys, welcome back to Community Cares. I'm Dave. I'm the Executive Director here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
And I'm Chaplain Chaz Blackburn, and I have the honor of being the president of Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. And we have a really special guest today. I'll just tell you a little bit about him, and then I'll let him introduce himself. I actually really respect him as a friend, and I respect him as a leader in the community, not because of what he says, but because of what he does. He's on the board for the Nevada Veterans Memorial Plaza. I always get switched up with the Nevada State Home. But he's also the leader of our hospital team for the Great Basin Chaplain Corps, and he's a councilman for the city of Sparks and does a lot for our community. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Paul.
Well, you pretty much did it, so I'm good. No, as Chad said, council member for Ward 3, City of Sparks. I'm now in my 5th year of serving in that capacity. But yeah, I'm born and raised in the area, raised my 2 boys in the City of Sparks, and that's what we've called home for about 36, 38 years, somewhere in there.
That's awesome. I'm actually born and raised in Reno. So, and recently...
You know what? I won't hold that against you.
well, hold on. You don't let me finish.
East Sparks is Donald Abbott. That's what I would say.
Recently we moved to Sparks, and we actually love it. Like my wife and I, we have a great time over here. Has a small town feel, and the local government is much appreciated for sure. So thank you.
Thank you. We're not a small town anymore. We have 113,000 people.
Wow.
But even at that, we really want to embrace that family-friendly, small-town feel that we have. And a lot of people don't know, we actually have more special events at the City of Sparks than what we have in Reno.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's a lot. We always go over 3 events, which we will in a second, but there's always so much going on. We're very blessed in Reno, and especially Sparks. I always think of like the rib cook-off. It's ever since I was a kid, I used to go to that. He doesn't really go that often. He's a vegan. So.
I'm not a vegan. I'm vegetarian, dude. We and I want to thank you. I think it was our what do we call it? The open house event we had. You came and supported. We really appreciate that here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. So thank you for representing then. And we're all about community here and helping those in need. That's really our heart here at Good Shepherd.
That's awesome.
Just someone walks in, they need some help. We want to help them. We want to be able to give them that jacket to stay warm, or that blanket. That's a lifeline for a lot of these individuals that walk through our doors, right? So
and it's amazing, like we were talking about before we got started here, is that it's those little things that you take for granted that can mean so much to someone. Like you mentioned, the blanket. Mm-hmm. Just all I need is a blanket. Oh my gosh, to think that everything we do and spend money on our phones or TV programs or whatever, and someone's in need of a blanket.
Yeah.
Even like brushing our teeth, it's a big deal when we go to bed. We're like, oh, I got to brush my teeth, but most people don't even have toothpaste or toothbrushes that walk through our doors. And so to be able to provide those little things, it makes a difference. And thank you, Circle Life Hospice, who I also work with, for donating the two boxes of toothpaste. But it's really about the community coming together. And just like, when I saw you come to that event, it was a little over a year ago. And unbeknownst to you, we were actually in the hole at that time as a nonprofit. And it really takes the community coming together, just like you did. I think Councilman Abbott came, but every person that's watching us, all of our 30 volunteers, anybody who shares this podcast, you are all making a difference, and we're stronger united, and we have to be the change that we want to see in the world, like our little cliche saying. But I have a special thing here.
Oh, we didn't even do introductions all the way. All right.
We've been wondering about this.
He introduced himself.
What?
He introduced himself.
All right. Go ahead. What do we got?
So Dave's all nervous because this is live. He doesn't know what I'm going to say. So this has nothing to do with Dave's sewage backing up.
I know we talked about that last week.
So Andrea actually got this as a Christmas gift from me. Andrea Pelto, she's on the Sparks Senior Advisory Committee and involved with senior advocacy. But it says, everybody wants to change the world, but nobody wants to change the toilet paper. Be the change. Isn't that awesome? She got it just for the podcast. So I thought
my goodness,
we could add that as a nice little addition for the camera there.
Yeah, we're not going to leave that. That will not be long term. That can be for this episode.
And I have to just take a moment and say, Andrea Pelto is an amazing woman.
Yeah.
She is.
She's been serving our community in a nonprofit volunteer role.
Yeah.
And making a difference for seniors in our community, and just an incredible lady.
I wish I had her energy. I don't know how she does it.
Oh, Rob McLaughlin says rib cook off.
Yeah.
Ouch. So if you're listening later, a lot of our the people that watch the show actually are later. And so thank you guys so much for watching even afterwards. We really appreciate it. But if you're wondering when we mention people that comment, well, this is actually a live show that happens every Monday night at 5:45 p.m. And so when you comment, when you're a part of it, you're a part of the conversation. You can ask us questions live. We'll answer the questions live on air. So thank you guys so much for listening live. Those that tune in. I see a lot of people come in and out all the time while we're live on the show. And you know what? Most of our listeners are actually afterwards. But Chaz and I, our heart is we want to make sure it's live to give the opportunity to our listeners and viewers. If they see that there's someone coming on that they want to have a conversation with, they're able to come in and be a part of the conversation.
Awesome.
Yeah, everybody's been pretty respectful so far, so that's good.
Yeah, we haven't had anything. It's been respectful. It's been good conversations, and because our goal is just to really have conversations with the community.
Awesome.
Like this is a community conversation. For those of you listening, and if you're on Facebook, just to let you know, we're also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and anywhere you can find podcasts. You type in Community Cares, we pop up. And if you want to follow us on Facebook, please follow us on Facebook. And we're also always on getclose.org, and that's our domain.
I was writing some analyticals for some of the causes, and Wes Duncan's episode from last week showed up on one of the top Spotify returns for our name, which usually Spotify isn't on that list. So it was really cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
He's a great guy. He gave us a little proclamation from his office, and I'd never actually seen one from the city attorney's office. That was really neat.
Yeah, he's been doing some great things since he's been there at our city attorney's office, and yeah, just super proud. We've got some incredible folks at the city of Sparks, and obviously Wes Duncan's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on last week. He was fun. He always, every time I run into him, he's always in suits and stuff.
Yeah.
I always feel like I'm dressed down. Doesn't matter where I am, dude. Right?
Yeah, he's always looking good.
Right?
Yeah.
I had to run we have an AC unit over here. We run before shows because it gets hot with lights and stuff. And I'm just the whole time I could just smell his cologne all throughout the room.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, it was a great episode. We really appreciate it. Thanks for being on last week, Wes. And we got a lot of pre-recorded episodes queued up for you guys.
Some big ones.
Some very big ones. Some bigger announcements. And we have big things coming for Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. It's not just the everyday. We're moving forwards. Yes, I know we teased that announcement for a while with the Molina Healthcare. Molina Healthcare gave us a grant for $52,000 for a truck and
nice.
To help us with our microcloset expansion project. So our goal is to make little versions of Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet throughout the community.
Wonderful.
I love what he says. The saying really matches the microcloset vision, which is we want to meet people where they're at. And not everybody can leave Bristlecone or, downtown and come and get clothes. So it really is a great saying.
Yeah.
Why are you smiling and smirking so big?
Nothing. I saw that announcement on your lips. I saw it.
Well, talking about fun, I'm so excited about the next one because I found your bunny ears.
Oh no. Yeah, we have some great events coming up this week. This week we've announced it a couple times. It's the biggest little Easter egg hunt on 9th Street Boys and Girls Club on March 23rd. That's this Saturday. So we'll be there. We're going to have a table, and that's from 10 to 1. Come say hi. It's open to the community. It's a really cool event. I don't know if you saw it last year, but it was huge.
I did not. No.
Casa Foundation puts it on, and
wonderful.
One of their board members actually volunteers here every single Monday. I think she's out there right now.
Wow.
But anyways, so they're doing a big. It was huge last year. There were so many people there. It was crowded, and we did raffles, a lot of information, a lot of great resources out to the community. They even have that first Easter egg hunt is going to be a sensory Easter egg hunt, which is pretty cool for those that
that's awesome.
That need that have what is it, sensory, what is the term?
disabilities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sensory disabilities.
That's
And
gonna be
so,
amazing. Wow.
so yeah, I think that's beautiful that they do
is.
that. So that first hour's for that, and then after that is open for the public, and they have it all separated and lots of giveaways.
Wow.
And, so yeah, they were saying it was filling up pretty cool.
Someone
pretty
was
quick.
just telling me it's going to be hopping.
Is that why you're smiling at me?
Yes,
you were
I had a good day.
You were just waiting to let that one out.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Paul.
sorry,
I'm so
Paul.
sorry.
You're a dad
That's okay.
too,
I
you
know him.
I swear.
man.
I swear. Anyways, so yeah, this is going to be a fun event. Please make it out. Be a part of the community. Find out about the community resources, whether or not it's for you or a family member or a friend or someone else that needs help in the community. It's not just for community resources. There's also going to be other people there. Last year, the art museum had a booth, and there were some really cool things. So I'd really encourage you to come out.
I also wanted to give a shout out. I know we usually just do 3 events, but later that day at Team CC, Vietnam Veterans of America are putting on a really great event. And maybe, Paul, you could just kind of tell us a little bit about it. But essentially, they have, I think, 700 tags or more from those who were lost in Vietnam, the Iraqi War, the Afghanistan War. They're adding
7,000, I believe.
7,000.
Yeah. And so they get together, talk a little bit about it, have a few speakers, and then they carry the tags up to the top of a little hill there, just outside of the community college, and it's a very nice event, well done. I was able to be there last year, and hope to be there this year as well.
And I know that that's up at TMCC on Saturday, I think from 1 to 3 or something.
I'll check it
Yeah,
out.
look it up.
while-
Look it
while
up.
we're
That's
here.
cool. Yeah, we're. I mean, the reason we highlight these events, Paul, just so you know, is our goal is to always try to highlight what's happening in the community to really get our listeners, encourage our listeners and viewers to be a part of what's happening and not just sit around. And I mean, that's hard. There's nothing wrong with resting. I'm a huge advocate for resting, recharging, and being a part of that. But there's something to be said about this generation and upcoming generations that are having trouble with community engagement. And so for us just to encourage and just say, hey, there's an event. Why not just go to that free event? It's totally free. And you can be in the community and maybe meet someone new.
And you're exactly right, because what you'll get is an opportunity to meet veterans that you might not otherwise have that chance to engage in a conversation with them.
Yep.
And these are men and women that have done incredible things for our country.
Yeah.
And they're there honoring their fellow members that are no longer with us.
Wow.
But it's, up at 7000 Dandini Boulevard, their Dandini campus, and it's from 2 to 3:30 on
thank
Saturday.
You.
Very
2
cool.
to 3:30. And I know I saw you at we were at a Ruck for Life together at one time up at TMCC.
Yeah.
I mean, those are great events, and I think we need to get more of the community out there, and part of it is just talking about it. But those are really powerful events.
Yes.
And it's important to honor those who have fallen.
Yeah. And that's it. And then being there supportive of those that are here with
Still
us now.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, it matters a lot. Rob McLaughlin post Go for Vet 1991.
Thank you for your service, Rob.
Yes, sir.
My mom, that's my dad. My mom made me get out of it because of that. Okay. Yep, Air National Guard. Thank you for your service, Dad. I appreciate you. Funny story: when I was a kid, there was all the stuff about vets and stuff, and I went up to my dad. I was little, and I'm like, Dad, I wish I knew a vet.
Oh,
Oh. What do you say?
He's like, son, I'm a vet.
You're a veteran too.
no, I am not a veteran.
Okay, I apologize.
I just support them.
Okay.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for what you do. We really appreciate it. And the next event we want to highlight is actually going to be the Great American Craft Fair Earth Day Festival at Idlewild Park. I sent you a statistic today, Chaz. Do you remember what it was? Do you remember?
Uh-oh,
Are you going to pull out your
quiz.
phone?
I honestly, it's been so busy today. I do not remember. I'm so sorry.
Do you remember? Do you remember me sending it to you at least? Oh, so there's an Earth Day fact statistic I want to share with you about clothing at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
I did. I do remember. Yes.
So I'll ask you, Councilman Anderson. How much clothes do you think is wasted every hour in the U.S.?
Every hour.
How many textiles? I'll say textiles.
Okay, so are we talking pounds or, I mean, like tons
whole
or?
clothing or?
Yeah, pounds.
I could not fathom. I would say it's got to be in the hundreds of thousands.
4 million textiles are thrown away every hour.
Oh my gosh.
4 million pounds of textiles every hour in the U.S. That equates to 35 billion.
So
every year.
Going back to where we started in the conversation, that shirt, that jacket,
Yep.
that blanket is ending up in a landfill.
Ending up in landfill.
Wow.
35 billion. And every year. 35 billion. So Earth Day is happening, and it's coming up on April 20th. Our friends at Great American Crafts Fair, Brighton, they donated the spot to us, so we really
Thank you,
appreciate
Brighton.
that. Thank you
Appreciate
so
you.
much, Brighton. And we're going to be there, but we're going to be there educating people on how much waste happens with clothing and how Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet is a part of the solution to clothing, rather than it going into landfill, being donated to here, and then we donate it to people in need. So
And once again, when we were talking before the show, you were telling me how many people a month that you are serving here.
yeah, we serve around 700 people a month, and that number's actually rising. So more people are learning about our what we're doing in the community, and 60 to 70% of those clients are those that are unhoused, and then the other 30 to 40% are just lower income families or seniors that need just extra help.
Need some help, right.
Yeah, and we don't discriminate. We're all about just helping those in need.
Right.
That's our heart. So rather than those clothing going into landfills, our booth is going to be centered around, sharing with the community. Hey, instead of that clothing going into the trash, even down to those ripped clothing and stuff, you can even donate that to Big Brother, Big Sisters. So any clothing here that we can't use because it has rips or stains, and we don't want to give that to our clients. We want to
Right.
give them nice clothing.
Right.
We actually donate to Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and they have a program called Eco World where they recycle down to the core
awesome. Yeah.
of that clothing. And they they do stuff. They create carpets for Audi and all sorts of things and sell it to them to help support their program. So, I mean, really, when you give to Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, I mean, we're doing our best
That's amazing.
to be as green as possible for the community and for our future.
And make an impact for individuals within our community.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, that's what our Earth Day, our Earth Day's booth is going to be about. And we're, I don't know, maybe I'll have all of Chaz's clothing. I'll go into his closet, put it all.
I'll help you carry it out.
Thank you. I'll use some Mod Podge and stick it all together.
It's
and make
funny
a big
you say that
tower.
because I'm literally going through my closet this week. That's how I brought that other item for you. So yes,
Because I want to create a visual. So it'll be all Mod Podged, and you'll be like, "Is that my underwear?"
well, that's
Familiar.
Like, no, it's definitely not. What are you talking about?
And that's just not just 700 individuals having a shirt that we serve. We give them a wardrobe, a list of
100%.
items. So it's a lot larger of an impact than it sounds.
Oh yeah, over $200 worth of items are available to each client. Now, does every client get that $200 worth? Not normally, but on average, the average is $70,000 worth leaves our storefront every single month.
Wow.
At thrift
that's
store
a-
prices.
At
yeah.
thrift store prices, yeah.
And I have to admit, I was amazed because I walked in and I saw all the people here looking through the clothes. And I'm like, wow, it's a busy day. And you corrected me and said, no, it's actually rather slow.
It's actually
So
slow, yeah.
it's amazing to see what you're able to do in the community and the number of people you're helping.
Well, thank you, and thank you for your support and your encouragement for us to keep moving forward. So we appreciate that.
Awesome.
So Earth Day is going to be on April 20th. Come visit us at Adwell Park. We're going to have fun. I'll help you, Dave. Oh, that's one of our board members, Robin. Thank you so much,
Well,
Robin.
we love you. We hope you feel better.
She's going to help me get your clothes, and we're going to make a big Mod Podge.
Wow, everybody's having fun with this.
Thanks, Robin. We appreciate it.
Did you skip that event?
No, we'll talk about it. I was just
He
doing
skipped
it in
it,
dates.
so I'm just going to call it out.
So the Silver Summit He's like, I'm done talking about my clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, she said, yep, she's
Change
on
the
this.
subject.
Oh, yep.
Oh no! So yeah, the next event is actually going to be here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. It's our
love this.
Silver Summit baby shower on April 26th, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry, that date actually has changed. That will actually be the Wednesday before, which is the 24th. They just asked me this week to change it up.
Okay.
So it's actually going to be Wednesday the 24th. We'll get flyers and stuff out. You'll find the event online very soon. We'll put it out for you guys. But our goal is to just help new moms and all sorts of people. We're going to give away a bunch of baby clothing, and we're going to partner with the Diaper Bank, which Silver Summit sponsored, and they're going to come in, give away diapers. It's going to be a big event, so we're really excited for that. And just give away clothes and resources and other things here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
And diapers too.
And diapers too.
That's awesome.
We don't normally do diapers.
Well,
but
yeah, and it's so cool too, because I was down there when they opened up as well, and just to see the cars lined up for folks that are struggling, just trying to afford the basic necessities in life.
oh yeah. It's crazy.
I got a request this week from John Gissy, Chaplain John Gissy. He's a VOA supervisor and leads the Great Basin Chaplain Corps Homeless and Displaced Populations team. And he heard about some of our diaper drives, and he actually asked if we could possibly do an adult for the seniors Depends drive, because that's something they do not have down at the CARES campus, and a big need. So that might be something we could consider for Older Americans Month.
Yeah, let's definitely talk about it. I'd love to talk about it.
All right, live on air, putting you on the spot.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, no, we're excited for all the things that are happening, and please come out and support if you know of a new mom, or it doesn't have to be a brand new mom. Anyone can come to the baby shower, but it will be geared for newer moms. But we have all sorts of clothes here. But that will be from 3 to 5 p.m. on April 24th. And we're going to have raffles. It was a big event last year, so we're really excited to partner with Silver Summit again.
Oh, Robin's back in my good graces. She said, great idea.
Oh, thanks, Robin.
No, to me about the Depends.
Oh, I think it was my idea. I'm joking. I
don't care. As long as those people get helped, I don't care who gets the credit. That's not what it's about, right, Dave?
Oh, boy. We're going to go like this.
Yeah. No. Well, isn't that funny, though? I mean, what's the chances that she found that?
That is pretty funny.
So awesome.
That is pretty funny. So we found out, we're on episode 31 of Community Cares Podcast, and we found out, I think it was last week, that we've been saying that phrase wrong every single week for the last 30 episodes. Is that right?
Yeah. So I have to admit, I did not see what is the phrase.
Oh. I'll show you, and I'll mess this aesthetics up. So it says, be the change you wish to see in the world. Or be the change that you want to be, is what I say.
Yeah, I like the way you say it, honestly. We should change it on that sign. Do you have any artistic ability, Chaz?
I do not, but you do. You're very artistic.
Not with paint. I can't, yeah.
Nika?
You've seen my handwriting.
Nika's very artistic.
My wife might be able to do it. That's true. Okay. All right, Councilman Paul Anderson, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Now, we would love for you to just highlight some of the things in the community. We're going to give the mic over to you, and please just share anything that's on your heart to share.
Any resources or things that you want to bring up?
So, I was thinking about events, and unfortunately, I was scrolling through all the ones that we've got coming up. There's really nothing just yet. Come springtime, that's when we start rolling into a bunch of events, but a couple of things that I just wanted to share. So today at our city council meeting, we actually approved the purchase of a piece of property in downtown Sparks.
Wow. Awesome.
And that is going to be utilized as low-income housing for elderly.
Whoa.
So we'll be able to get some seniors in some places here pretty soon. We're also working with an organization that it's their philanthropy division of their organization. And this one happens to be in my ward. It's a little premature to be announcing too far on it, but we're talking a lot of opportunities for, again, low-income senior housing within the Ward 3. I'll just leave it at that for now.
And that's awesome. That's such a huge thing I just want to call out, because we really do have a large senior population, and unlike the younger generations, they can't always work. A lot of them are disabled or unable to do that. So those low-income seniors really do need help.
Yeah.
And and what is just tragic to me are these, again, men and women that have worked their life and contributed to our society and did wonderful things. But now they're at a point where you're right, that they're physically limited, they're financially limited, and some of them are either ending up in an unhoused situation or are about to get there. So the more that these type of opportunities come into our community are just amazing.
We get seniors all the time in here that just need a little extra support, and we've actually done several interviews with them with their approval on what's happening in their lives and why they are in the spot they're in. I mean, the cost of living is just skyrocketing right now for a lot of these individuals.
And the government is not the all-tell answer. It takes, philanthropy companies and organizations. It takes individuals like me and you to get involved. It takes everybody really stepping up and working together. But Robin did say, yay, go Sparks. I agree. You can't fix it all, but that definitely is some light in the darkness. So thank you guys.
You're welcome. And actually, to back up to what you said, I agree completely. The government's not the solution. Yes, we can help get things done, but we're not the ones to solve the problems. It's really us as a community. And I believe this wholeheartedly, that just like this organization here, it's not the government that's taking care of this. It's individuals, people that care about others. Yeah. And it's the same kind of thing with this. And yeah, that's why I'm so excited. I hope here pretty soon we'll be able to officially announce what's going on in this other project.
Awesome.
It's sustainable too, which is exciting because, people say, oh, affordable housing. Really, the bottom line is it comes down to subsidize. How can we subsidize that? And this organization, I think they've got this figured out.
That's awesome.
They want to be doing more of these. So they're actually looking at a project just like it in Reno. So opening up potentially a few hundred opportunities for people to be able to move in.
Well, that's huge.
You heard that here, folks. Teasing. Councilman Anderson's teasing some stuff over here. I like
that's
it.
Okay. That's
like
good news. It's teasing good news. That's a lot better than I've gotten lately. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're all about it. And I mean, whatever we can do also to help those in need. You have my number, or if you don't, I'll give you my number. And we're always wanting to work with the city of Sparks and do our best. I mean, we've had several council members here on the show. I'm sure you've seen that. And but we're all about partnerships. And you're right, we are better together. Like, that's the reality. Is as a community, we can make real change happen. Yeah. We don't always, right? And I've said this in the past. It's not that I don't want to work with people. It's that I forget to work with people, right? That's
very well put, because I don't think we have the intention to not do good things. It's just we get so caught up in life, and life is so busy and noisy that consumes us. Yeah. And we don't think about how easy it is to, whether it's donate your finances or your clothes or your time. You're busy living life.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right with that.
We always ask our resource, how can the community get involved to support you and your efforts or your team's efforts? And so one shout out before you answer that, you can think about that for a second. I really do want to give a shout out to the senior advisory committees, to your local cabs, and just citizen advisory committees. I think there's a lot of seats open, and that is a great way to be a voice for your community. And we need more people getting involved in those committees. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there typically seems to be a lot of open seats.
Normally, yes. Okay. But actually, right now, I believe we only have like 1 or 2 openings at the city of Sparks. Wow. I hear Washoe County and city of Reno are looking for a lot of positions. And even going beyond that, I was just at a training session with the state of Nevada as well. And they were talking about that same thing on the state level. Awesome. A lot of people are thinking, I just want to work locally. There are state agencies that have different boards and committees that are trying to solve problems within the state. Yeah. And I encourage you, go to the state of Nevada website and look into some of those boards and commissions, because you can make a difference even statewide on some of these different boards and commissions.
Yeah, awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, like Chaz said, we definitely not only encourage people to go out and be a part of the community with community events, we also encourage people to be a part of that change, right?
And you're exactly right. I mean, for me, actually, just that's how I got to getting on the city council. I was kind of roped into getting involved with the Nevada State Board of Agriculture. Ironically, in Nevada, agriculture department is the one that oversees petroleum products, which is my background. And so they asked me to get on to represent that industry. Well, before I knew it, I was helping to make decisions throughout the state on different agricultural related items. And it's amazing that when you start getting involved and start going, how can I better serve my state, my county, my city, my neighborhood? And going back to what you said, I mean, in all honesty, one of the best ways people can help us out is either reaching out to us individually or getting involved in one of these boards and commissions locally as well.
Yeah, and I think a lot of, did you?
Oh, Rob McLaughlin says, I did that in Reno for 9 years, 6 in parks and 3 in arts.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you,
Rob.
Thank you for your service.
yeah.
I was going to say something. Oh, man, my ADHD like you.
I don't have. But, what are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. On to the next.
Isn't that the worst?
Oh, it is
it's
so
just
bad.
like it flies away. It's gone. Whatever that thought was. No, we're really thankful that you even just had this conversation with us, and we really do want to encourage our viewers and listeners to be involved in their communities, right? I mean, whether you're in Sparks or Reno or Tahoe or Incline or Florida, we have listeners all over the place, right? And so we want to make sure we're encouraging our listeners and viewers be involved. Like it's like what we were saying. We forget to be involved.
And that's it. If you would like to see something better in your community, get involved.
Yeah.
And it's simple. Instead of just me sitting on my couch complaining about why this isn't this way or
This
why
park
isn't
is so messy.
exactly. But I mean, it's the people that are willing to step out and say,
Sure.
the Andrea Peltos, perfect example. Those that are willing to say, no, I'm going to take my time and see what I can do to make a difference.
100%.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. No, we're all about the change. We're all about encouraging our viewers and listeners to be a part of the change because, I mean, honestly, without individuals that want to make a change, Good Shepherd's Closed Closet wouldn't exist, period. Like, honestly, if it was just me and Chaz running things wouldn't happen. That's the reality. We have amazing volunteers. We have people that believe in this. Yeah. We have donors that really care about what we're doing. And we have, so, I mean, there's always ways to be involved with us, right? It's time, talent, and treasure. That's what we always say here. And I mean, be a part of the change. Because Good Shepherd's Closed Closet isn't Dave and Chaz's organization. Good Shepherd's Closed Closet is the community's organization to help those in need, to make sure clothes don't go in landfills, to make sure we are a part of the change and not just the day in, day out, okay, another day's passed and I threw away some old socks or whatever. I mean, there's so much we can do just if we just make one step, one change every single day.
Yep. And it brings me to kind of think through people talking about when they reach the end of their life and they look back and reflect on that. And I'm older than you guys, so I'm a little bit closer than you. But no, I mean, seriously, being able to look back and go, did I make a positive difference? Did I do anything to help others along the way? And that's it. Take one step and then another and then another. And they may be huge steps, or they could be just coming down with some clothes for others.
Right.
Absolutely.
The reality is most people won't make a huge step. I mean, it really, I think, I mean, some people do, but most people won't. Most people need to take one little step at a time. One little step at a time. Because it's a lot easier to eat an elephant one bite at a time, right?
Yes.
Like, that's the reality, is we as individuals, it's so easy to just say, I want to be that. But just saying I want to be that or I want that change to happen doesn't make that thing happen. So it's just that, okay, you know what? I'm going to make a pile for Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, right? Okay. I didn't wear this shirt today. Again. I know I won't fit back into this.
You're
I
guilting
swear.
me now, aren't you?
I know I won't. Okay.
That's like Phil at
Put that
the National Automobile Museum. He was saying the same thing, remember?
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I had to come to the realization I'm never getting back down to that size.
I'm not going to be 145 pounds again.
Just need to get rid of it so someone else can enjoy it. Yeah.
I decided not to buy coffee today.
Yes.
I can put $5 in my Good Shepherd bucket.
Yes.
I didn't, it's the little things. Because honestly, that's what saved Good Shepherd's clothes closet was individuals that were just like, I'm just going to donate $5 a month, $10 a month, $20 a month, our 620 program. That's what saved our organization because we were this close to closing. But it was individuals that believed in our cause that said, I'm just going to donate that little bit. And if enough of us do this, we can make a big impact.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Rob says, I thought you were a vegetarian. Now you're eating elephants. Yeah. That's a good call out
That's
right
a good
there.
dad joke.
Terrible. I'm so disappointed.
I love it. It's amazing what some small acts of kindness can actually do. And the last thing I wanted to call out about Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet is it's not just a shirt. These people walk in here and they get to socialize and they get to have some conversation with people that care about who they are and their name. It's amazing the smiles that you see when you walk through our doors. And I just encourage anybody who wants to come take a tour, not this Thursday because we're going to be closed for donations. And shout out, we do need some more volunteers. There is a shortage of volunteers. We have a lot of great, amazing volunteers. We can always use more because the need is becoming more. So, but yeah, come take a tour and just see the operation. It's truly amazing.
Yeah, we'd love to give a tour. My email is dave@getclosed.org. Shoot me an email. Let me know. I'd love to have you in and give you a tour and show you around. If you want to see the studio space, I'm happy to show you. I mean, yeah, come see it. That's what it's about. We're the community. So how can people support you? How can people be a part of what you're doing?
I would actually say, going back to what Chaz said, just reach out to us. So the one nice thing about us in the city of Sparks, we're very responsive and usually able to get back to you. I mean, we really try and get back to you personally within 24 hours. Okay. But if people want to know, how can I get involved? Please, I'd be more than happy to have a cup of coffee and kind of talk things through with you.
Wow.
But yeah, get involved. I mean, in all honesty, that's the best way to help us out because we need to hear from you. We need your involvement to be able to do the great things in this community we want to achieve.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun. Yeah, this is actually more fun than I imagined.
More fun than a budget meeting.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So
we have a budget meeting on Friday.
Don't remind me. Thank you guys so much for being a part of what we're doing. Without you, we wouldn't be around. So we really appreciate you, the listener, the viewer. Please share this with your friends or family. And
oh no, it's not working. You fixed
it. I don't know. I guess can someone get involved in Sparks if they live in Reno? Can someone?
Ooh, that's a good question. On the most part, I appreciate you wanting to, but on the most part, you need to either have your home in Sparks or a business in Sparks. But Reno, I know is just like us. They're really looking for people to help.
Yeah. So, we're all about being a part of the change, being in the community. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you want to find out more, if you want to be a part of the time, talent, and treasure that we talked about, I mean, we always need help. We need support here. Please visit getclothes.org, and that's getclothes with an S.org. And we help 700 people a month. No matter what, we're asking you to come alongside and help one. See you guys next week. Thank you guys so much.
Oh no.